Hello and welcome. My name is Lumina and I'd like to lead you through a very short and sweet post-run yoga flow. So it's just a nice opportunity to release some tension that might have built up in the hips and the legs, neutralizing the spine and cooling down. So we'll start on the horizontal plane, coming onto the back body, just releasing the knees into the chest. So hug the knees in, rock yourself a little side to side, massaging the back body against the ground, connecting with that ebb and flow of the breath in through the nose and maybe out through the mouth. Releasing the legs, lift up the feet, circling the ankles, stretching out through the legs, spinning the ankles the other way. And then using the hands to support the legs, just open into your V legs. And then bending the knees, coming into your happy baby, rocking yourself here a little bit side to side. And inviting your right ankle to rest on top of the left thigh. Rocking yourself still a little bit more towards the left. So you're just releasing and breathing into that right outer hip. And then take that right knee a little higher up and over. So cross the right thigh over the left thigh. And you could just hold on to the ankles with the hands, allowing the weight of the hands to invite those heels in towards the outer hips. And you could maybe take little micro circles, breathing here into all of the sensation in the hips. And then we'll open with the next inhalation, open into your V legs once again. Bending at the knees, happy baby. Left ankle comes on top of the right thigh. Sort of supine pigeon, rocking here. Maybe leaning a little bit more towards the right side. You'll find a lot of sensation there in the left outer hip. And then to go a little deeper, bringing that left thigh to rest over the right thigh, crossing the legs, holding onto the ankles with the hands, and just inviting the feet to melt towards the hips. Maybe making a little circular action there with the knees, kind of massaging into that release for the outer hip. Really nice. We're going to release the legs and just allow the feet to be about as wide apart as your mat is wide. Open into your cactus arms and windshield wipe the knees side to side. Really releasing the whole of those thigh bones in their sockets. Internally, externally rotating. You could even reach the arms up overhead, really lengthening into the sides of the waist as well. Allowing the chest to flare. Really nice. We'll come through center, arms by your sides, feet about hip distance apart, so you can just brush the back of your ankles with your fingertips. Push down into the feet, curling the tailbone towards the back of the heels will lift up the pelvis into your bridge. Lowering about halfway down. We're going to call walk the pelvis. So the right glute lowers down and then picks back up. Left glute lowers down and then picks back up. Right glute down and up. Left glute down and up. Just kind of walking the pelvis. It doesn't have to feel super structured. It might just be nice to feel like it's more of an internal massage around the sacrum. Just loosening up any congestion there for the pelvis. Taking it a couple more times for each side. Nice full breath. Nice. And then placing the hands behind the lower back. We're going to pick up the legs. Inhaling here as you exhale, starting to lower the legs, curling, lifting the head and the shoulders, and come into a seat. You can bend the knees and cross the ankles from here, rolling into a tabletop position. So stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, spreading the fingers nice and wide. You can even spin the fingers slightly outward. Inhale, softening the pelvis, lifting the chest, the chin, the gaze. And exhale, tilting the pelvis back, drawing the lower belly in and up as the chin floats to the chest. Inhaling, softening the belly, arching the spine. And exhale, rounding. Taking a few more cycles of breath here in your cat-cow to just massage the length of the spine. Nice. From your neutral tabletop, we're just going to step the right foot back, lift the leg up, keeping the lower belly hugging in and up for support, and just taking a little bit of circular action with that back leg. Pointing the toes, really extending the energy out, circling 3 or 4 times in the other direction. And then bend the knee, circle that knee a little deeper around. So 2 or 3 circles in each direction. And then take the knee in towards the nose, step it through, walking that right foot forward. Soften the pelvis down. You can release those back toes as you soften the shoulders, lift through the heart. Exhale, curl the back toes, straighten both legs, and just allow the upper body to drape over this right leg. You can softly sway the hips a little side to side. Feet are on separate tracks. We can spin that back heel down. Keep the left hand low and inhale into a twist, lifting the right arm and breathing across that broad wingspan. Legs are straight and strong. The arms are lengthened. Breath is nice and full. Exhale to take that top hand down. We're going to lower the back knee. Return the right knee towards the back and just release into a child's pose. 2 big cycles of breath here, in through the nose. Exhaling, release. 1 more big cycle of breath. So good. Inhale, we're going to come through our tabletop. Stepping now the left foot back, lifting that back leg, and just circling 2 or 3 circles. Keeping that lower belly engaged, circling the other way. And then bending the knee, bigger circle here for the knee. And in the other direction. Drawing the knee in towards the nose, stepping all the way through, and softening the hips nice and low. Releasing those back toes. You can sway a little side to side. And then bend, so flexing that back foot and pick up the knee. We're going to straighten both legs, just melting over that left knee. You can even lift up the left toes. Big breath. Nice. We're going to keep this right hand down. We can spin the back heel down if we like as well as we inhale, coming into that twist, lifting the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Big breath here, just enjoying this release, this opening across the chest. Exhaling, taking that top hand down, bending the back knee, and coming back into your child's pose. Lengthening through the fingertips. We're going to walk the hands over to the right. Just stretching, big breath into that left side of the waist. And then walking the hands through center, making their way off the mat to the left, breathing into the right side of the ribs, the right side of the lung. Walking the hands through center, walking them toward the knees, so rising up into your kneeling. Softening the shoulders back and down. We're going to take the hands behind us, leaning back a little bit, so getting a nice stretch into those quads. You can, once again, feel this sort of rolling in the tailbone is reaching towards the back of the heels as you pick up the pelvis. Breathing here. It's like a little baby camel. And you can soften the hips down as you exhale. Inhale, pressing into the front of the hips to rise up. And feel that softness with the incoming breath releasing down. So one more time. Big inhale to rise up. And releasing down. Bringing the hands in front of you. Curling the toes. We're going to walk the hands slightly in front so we come into a bit of a short downward facing dog. And we're going to widen that short downward facing dog. So bringing the feet so that the big toes are still on the mat, but the heels are off. So we really feel this lightness in the wrists. And we could even bend one knee at a time. And then walking the hands a little closer to the feet, heel toeing the feet closer together, just dangling here for 2 or 3 cycles of breath. You could hold on to your opposite elbows. Just kind of sway a little bit, nodding the head yes, shaking the head out no. You can keep the knees as soft as you need. And then when you're ready, releasing. You can release into your kneeling or roll up to standing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel refreshed and nourished after your nice long run and a nourishing little stretch. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.